The story of Lamborghini began when Italian entrepreneur Ferruccio Lamborghini, a successful manufacturer of tractors, had purchased a Ferrari for personal use, but he was dissatisfied with the car's performance. He brought it to the factory for repairs, but Enzo Ferrari refused to fix the car, stating that Ferruccio did not know how to drive it properly. This dispute with Ferrari made Lamborghini decide to create his own line of luxury sports cars, ones that would surpass the legendary Ferrari brand in performance and style. This is the story of Lamborghini, a mechanical masterpiece in the making, which refused to let its competition overshadow its brilliance. Ferruccio Lamborghini was born in 1916 in Rene, Ezzo di Cento, a small town in the province of Ferrara, Italy. He was the eldest of 4 children and grew up in a farming family. Ferruccio developed an interest in mechanics at a young age and would often tinker with machinery in his spare time. After finishing school, Ferruccio went on to study mechanics at the Fratelli Taddei Technical Institute in Bologna. His studies were interrupted by World War II, and Ferruccio was drafted into the Italian Air Force. He served as a mechanic for the Air Force during the war and gained valuable experience working on engines and aircraft. After the war, Ferruccio returned to his hometown and started his own business selling agricultural machinery. He saw an opportunity in the post-war period when the Italian countryside was in need of modernization and began building tractors. Ferruccio's tractors were a success, and he quickly gained a reputation for producing reliable and efficient machinery. He invested in research and development and was constantly improving his products. By the 1950s, his tractors were selling across Italy and into Europe, making Ferruccio a wealthy man. Despite his success, Ferruccio never lost his love for luxury cars. He owned several high-end vehicles, including a Jaguar, a Mercedes-Benz, and a Ferrari. In the early 1960s, Ferruccio Lamborghini had a dispute with Enzo Ferrari that would change the course of his life. Ferruccio had purchased a Ferrari for personal use, but he was dissatisfied with the car's performance. He brought it to the factory for repairs, but Enzo Ferrari refused to fix the car, stating that Ferruccio did not know how to drive it properly. Ferruccio was insulted by Ferrari's comments, and he felt that he could build a better car than Ferrari himself. He assembled a team of engineers and designers, including Gianpaolo Dallara, Franco Scaglione, and Gianpaolo Stanzini, and began work on his first car, the Lamborghini 350 GT. The Lamborghini 350 GT was a masterpiece of engineering, with a sleek and sophisticated design that was unlike anything else on the market. It was powered by a 3.5-liter V12 engine that produced 280 horsepower, making it one of the fastest cars of its time. The car was unveiled at the 1964 Geneva Motor Show and was an instant hit. It received critical acclaim for its performance, design, and engineering, and was praised for its comfort and luxury. The Lamborghini 350 GT became a status symbol for the rich and famous, with celebrities such as Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra owning one. Ferruccio's success with the Lamborghini 350 GT only served to heighten the rivalry between him and Enzo Ferrari. The two men continued to take jabs at each other in the press, with Ferrari calling Ferruccio a tractor manufacturer and Ferruccio calling Ferrari a pompous windbag. Despite the rivalry, Ferruccio remained committed to his vision of building the best luxury sports cars in the world. He continued to innovate and improve his cars, producing a series of iconic models such as the Miura, the Countach, and the Diablo. The dispute with Ferrari was a turning point in Ferruccio's life. It was the catalyst that led him to create one of the most successful luxury car brands in history, and it cemented his reputation as a master of engineering and design. The success of the Lamborghini 350 GT at the 1964 Geneva Motor Show was just the beginning of Ferruccio Lamborghini's rise to prominence in the automotive industry. Over the next few years, Lamborghini produced a series of iconic models that cemented the brand's reputation as one of the best in the world. One of the most important models was the Lamborghini Miura, which was introduced in 1966. The Miura was a revolutionary car that set new standards in design and performance. It was powered by a mid-mounted Volt 12 engine that produced 350 horsepower, making it one of the fastest cars of its time. The car's sleek and aerodynamic design was also groundbreaking, and it became an instant icon. The success of the Miura was followed by the Lamborghini Countach, which was introduced in 1974. The Countach was even more radical than the Miura, with a futuristic design that was unlike anything else on the market. It was powered by a Volt 12 engine that produced up to 455 horsepower, making it one of the fastest and most powerful cars of its time. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, Lamborghini continued to innovate and push the boundaries of automotive design and engineering. The company introduced a series of iconic models, including the Diablo, the Murcielago, and the Aventador. Despite the success of the Lamborghini brand, the company experienced significant financial struggles in the 1970s and 1980s. Ferruccio Lamborghini sold the company to Georges Henri Rossetti and René Limer in 1972, but the new owners struggled to keep the company afloat. The oil crisis of the 1970s and the economic recession of the 1980s hit the luxury car market hard, and Lamborghini was no exception. The company's sales declined, and it struggled to stay profitable. In 1978, Lamborghini was sold to the Mimran brothers, who had made their fortune in the sugar business. The Mimrans invested heavily in Lamborghini, introducing new models such as the Jalpa and the LM002, but the company continued to struggle financially. In 1987, the Mimrans sold Lamborghini to Chrysler Corporation. Chrysler invested millions of dollars in the company, introducing new models such as the Diablo and the Murcielago, but the financial struggles continued. In 1994, Lamborghini was sold to Indonesian conglomerate Megatech, but the financial struggles persisted. In 1998, the company was sold to Audi AG, a subsidiary of the Volkswagen Group. When Lamborghini was sold to Audi AG in 1998, the company was in a difficult financial position. However, Audi's ownership marked a turning point in the brand's history. Under Audi's guidance, Lamborghini experienced a revival, with a renewed focus on innovation, design, and performance. Audi invested heavily in Lamborghini, providing the company with the resources it needed to develop new models and push the boundaries of automotive engineering. In 2003, Lamborghini introduced the Gallardo, a mid-engine sports car that was designed to be more affordable and accessible than the company's previous models. The Gallardo was a huge success, and it became the best-selling Lamborghini model of all time. In 2011, Lamborghini introduced the Aventador, a V12-powered supercar that was hailed as a masterpiece of design and engineering. The Aventador set new standards in performance, with a top speed of 217 miles per hour and a 60 time of just 2.9 seconds. It also featured a cutting-edge carbon fiber monocoque chassis, making it one of the most advanced cars on the market. Lamborghini continued to innovate and push the boundaries of automotive engineering under Audi's ownership. In 2014, the company introduced the Huracan, a mid-engine sports car that was designed to be a more accessible and practical alternative to the Aventador. The Huracan featured a 5.2-liter Volt 10 engine that produced 602 horsepower, making it one of the fastest cars in its class. Today, Lamborghini is one of the most successful and iconic luxury car brands in the world. The company continues to push the boundaries of automotive engineering and design, producing some of the most sought-after and iconic cars on the market.